So the water pump's probably gonna have some noise here, but whatever. Just burning up a couple of piles of scrap around the shop. I made a video the other day that I was, working on fixing that ditch and that just mud hole in the backyard. I want to get everything from the shop to the pond all just cleaned and graded and grassed and really looking nice. And we had this big pile of just scrap, wood scrap and junk left over from building the shop there. The form boards were all there by it, so I finally got all that lit and burned today. And then I had this pile of brush that was actually logs that had come off the pond expansion back there that had all stacked here for about a year. So with Rosie, I got all that cleaned up, stacked up. But what I wanted to mention to you guys I did today, maybe you guys haven't thought of this, but I actually just lit that burn pile with coals off of this pile. Okay, so this pile I had to get going, threw some diesel on it, got it lit up, going really, really hot, got a big bed of coals, and then I just grabbed the tractor here, scooped up not even a bucket full, not even a half a bucket full of hot coals, which is a little scary to drive up in that pile and get a whole bucket of hot coals. But they're in the bucket, they're away from all your hydraulics. And just drove over there and just dumped those hot coals right in the middle of that burn pile, and you can see now the smoke's going up and it's burning really good and hot. So I've got a third pile over by the sawmill of just sawmill slats. I just put that up the other day too, just trying to, like I said, just trying to clean everything up and kind of get a fresh start, if you will. So I've got a bunch of sawmill slabs and I've got a bunch of just old rotten logs that I didn't get to in time. I'm gonna throw all those on there, burn a big pile. So once these flames burn down a little bit, I'm gonna get another bucket full of coals and go over there and dump them on the sawmill slat and see if I can't get all three of them going. And if I do, I'll show you. But I just wanted to mention that little trick. You don't have to necessarily start every fire from scratch. Once you get a good one going and you get a good bucket full of coals like that, then you can just move coals from one pile to the next and get them going a little faster. So sounds like my water pump's actually about to run out of gas. I better go gas that up and then I'll see if I can't move some more coals. Woo-hoo-hoo! I got a little bit of ash in it, but it's mostly coals. We shall see now. You can see, it's catching up right away. Just driving and getting that airflow across it. You got them lit up. I can feel the heat blowing back in my face. I was almost a bit uncomfortably hot, but man, you can see that smoke just shooting straight up. That is a hot pile of coals. My bucket's still smoking a little bit, which is nothing burning, but it's my bucket's hot too. Oh yeah, that's gonna go. Man, she's already catching up. Those are nice dry sawmill slabs. I'm gonna go get the forks on the tractor because I've got more slabs over here which are close enough I'll throw in my hand. But I got a whole bunch of logs over there I want to try to start picking up and move over here. And I'm intentionally burning all this right here because this is gonna be part of the garden expansion. So I'm gonna get all this burned up and then just spread it out with a box plate once it goes out, just to have that ash under where the garden's gonna go. It can't hurt. So, oh yeah, look at her, she's catching up now. Go grab my forks and see if I can't start piling some logs up against this baby too. Well, I'll just take a little break to admire my work. So you recognize that pile? That's the third one that I just lit with the bucket of coals. All I used to light it. Half a tractor bucket or quarter bucket, whatever, just smoking hot coals. Dumped them on those sawmill slabs, and then I had a whole bunch of logs that were stacked up over there against the tree line, all a bunch of little pine which might be crazy to some of you guys to see me burn all those logs, but you know, they're 9, 10, 12-inch logs. They're twisted, crooked, and they're rotten. So really not as crazy as it might seem at first glance. There's just no economic value in trying to even saw one. I might get 1 or 2 2x4s out, maybe, if it's not rotten all the way through. So it's hard. It's still hard for me to do, to throw a log on the burn pile, but had all those little spindly things that I was keeping around, thinking I might need them. I got a bunch more right here in front of me that are really no better. You know, they're a little bit straighter and a little bit bigger, but still 10 inches and under. I picked off those two. Those are 2 bigger ones from Neil. They're about 12, 14 inches. But I mean, over there by the Connex, I've got, you know, a whole pile of 20-inch pine, 20 to 24-inch pine logs. So like, I don't need these little dinky ones. They're not worth fighting with. I need to go get one good one over there, and you know, throw it on the mill, and I'll be good. But anyway, I just pushed up this pile a little bit more. I threw 1 log on it just to try to take advantage of it, because this one is stacked up so high. And then I threw those other slabs on top of it, and they all did a landslide and fell down and made a tangly mess. So it was growing really well. I was stacking logs up really nice and tight, and then those slabs messed it all up. So I don't want to put any more logs on that one now until it burns down a little bit, because I try to throw one on, it's just going to roll right back off. So I poked one over there, and you can see it's starting to catch up. So might go see if I can poke 1 or 2 over there, like I said, just to use that fire. And then the third fire over there by the shop, it's pretty well burned down to just twigs. So I don't want to put anything big on it. I want to go ahead and let it clean itself up and get it put out. Let these last 2 that I have do the big burning. So I'm gonna get this stuff here, the rest of these little logs picked up, so that I can be able to mow the whole edge of my yard again, pick up all that little just bits of debris that was slabs and stuff that I've stacked up there at some point. So yeah, pretty much just a whole day of cleaning up. That one stupid log sticking out across here, I was hoping it'd burn in half, but it was actually laid down on the ground and wasn't burning, so I just got it pushed up to burn in half, and then once it breaks and drops, then I'll be able to pick it up and set it back into the fire. But right now it's sticking out right across my road. So anyway, grab a couple more of these, see if we can't go dump them on the side of that fire over there, and yeah, then I'll just be tending coals for the rest of the day pretty much while this all burns down.